Hello, everyone. It's William here at Allegory Gallery, and I'm again in my home office. Oh, one more day here, maybe. We'll see. It's just easier lately. I did stop at the store today, and hold on one second. My camera's flipped around. There we go. That's better for me. Um, been running around a lot today, and it is a wintry day. Very wintry. Um, We've got snow. It was like a little mini blizzard earlier. It looks like the snow has stopped mostly for now, but it was very snowy. The car was covered in snow today. But I ran up to Star Cottage Studio for a little bit today to take care of some shipping and other questions that some people had. So hopefully, if you had any questions, I've gotten back to you about that. Had to fill up the pellet stove. Didn't make it up there yesterday, so the pellet stove ran out. So it was getting a little chilly in there, but we do have our other heating units in there, so they were keeping it fairly warm, at least warm enough. And we just never want anything to freeze up there. It's not that far, but it's like far enough that you have to make a point to go up there sometimes. But we don't want anything to freeze, especially any of Andrew's paints and things like that that he keeps up there. So yeah, did that today, filled up the pellet stove, came down and hung out with some people for classes. We had classes in store today. There weren't many people out and about today, but our friend Diane, she may join us here in a little bit, but after she feeds her dogs, usually she has to feed the dogs first. But she came in for classes, and Jen was making some really pretty wire wrapped components. So if you didn't see those, Jen shared them from her page. It's called JNT Creations. J N is in Nancy, T is in Tom, JNT Creations. And you can find her on Facebook. She is our teacher, and she was making some really pretty things. So if you ever want to come in and learn how to do that, you can. Next Friday is Black Friday, which I didn't realize when I made the class schedule. So we will not have classes in store on Black Friday. Normally, Black Friday is a slow day for us, so we could have classes, but Jen has some things to do. She has some family coming in from out of town that just decided to do that. So we changed up the schedule. So there will not be classes in store on Friday, next Friday. But we'll have our new schedule out for December during the first week of December, if not before that. So that was like my day so far. I have the last approximately 32 paintings today I'm going to show you, and I think these are the end of the line, unless Andrew decides to do any more. So some people have been asking us about custom words and things like that. We are not doing custom ones of these paintings. I wish we could, but the process to get the backgrounds and everything done takes a very long time. So we wanted to put these out as little, we're charging low amounts of money, $25 each only on these. And to do custom ones, we just couldn't, we couldn't put in that kind of energy to do the custom work after we've already done all of these. So unfortunately, we can't do that. If you wanted to talk about ordering any of these in any quantity, ordering in a quantity, because Andrew does the backgrounds kind of in a, it's easier if you have more, I think, this kind of thing. You can talk to us about it. I can't guarantee everything. Andrew's napping right now, so I'm not gonna promise anything. But if you are looking for a larger quantity of these, there's a possibility for it, but there would also be a time constraint on that, depending on when you needed them. So right now, the words that we have are the words that we're going to have. So if your word that you wanted or were hoping for doesn't show up here today and hasn't been in the last, 80 some of them, then I'm sorry, but we're probably not going to have it. Let's see, who's with us today? I didn't even check anybody. Suzanne is with us. Hello, Suzanne. Often the first to tune in. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Norma is with us. Marianne says it's actually quite nice here, below freezing but sunny. That's nice. It was a sunny day. It was not sunny here today. It was very gray. I was driving and I looked out the rearview mirror and it was so gray, I thought my back window was dirty, so I went to clean it. It was just that gray outside. So I'm glad it's sunny up there for you. I know you've been having a cold, cold time of it lately. Hello, Liz Jewelry and Gems is with us today. Thanks for joining us. Let's see. Suzanne said, "Did you have thunder snow? It sounded awful." I don't think so. I heard no thunder snow today. So I guess that's good. I kind of like thunder snow. We don't get it very often at all here. So when we do, it's kind of cool, I think. Teresa's joining in. Hello, Teresa. So we are going to go over, boy, my hair today, it's going every which way. It's been running around out in the snow and reforming itself. My screen just blinked. I hope you're all still here. When that happens, I always get a little nervous that it just dropped the connection. So hopefully you're still out there. I'm not talking to myself. So today we're going to take you on a little tour of the last 32 paintings that Andrew finished up last night. He's currently napping, and he was up all night again. So he finished these up. Again, these are going to be the last of the last. We won't be doing any more. So if your word that you were hoping for doesn't show up here today and hasn't already, I'm sorry, but it is too late. We weren't taking requests for them anyway. So it's a lot easier if we don't. There's a lot of reasons behind that. One is if we take a word from somebody and we either have to then invoice them or let them know when it goes up live so no one else gets it out from under them, it gets messy to keep track of all of that. Marianne says, "You can't do all the words that everyone might want, but Andrew has done several of the words that really resonate with me." Good. I'm glad. I saw you picked a few, so thank you. Yeah, I think we picked some good words. Andrew did most of the picking on this one, and he made a larger list, and I narrowed it down from there by a few. So hopefully the word you like is here, or you find one that you do like. Now, tonight is also the Creative Make-Along on Zoom. We weren't sure how we were going to do this when we were heading to New York, but since we're not in New York now, there's no reason really not to do it, other than I'm worn out. I don't think Andrew will be joining us tonight. He said that he probably won't be able to, so it's just going to be me and whoever wants to join us. If you're wondering what the Creative Make-Along is, we get on Zoom together, and it's always better if you show your face. I know you can hide if you want to. Behind a blank box, but it's always fun if you show your face, and we just hang out together and we chat and we make stuff. Andrew usually keeps the conversation going, so I don't know how that's going to be with me trying to keep the conversation going. He's a better prompter than I am sometimes, I think, but we're still going to do it. We're going to have fun. If you want to hang out with me, jump on Zoom. The link is in the Allegory Gallery Design Challenge group today. If you were in that group, I'm streaming there today so that I can make sure I let you all know that this is happening. If you can't figure out the link, let me know, but the link should take you directly to Zoom, the app. If it does not, it will take you to the website to ask you to download Zoom, very possibly, or I think you can run it through the website depending on your browser configuration. And you just join. And it helps. You can join from your phone, you can join from a tablet, you can join from a computer, whatever you have that has a camera. And you can hang out with us and make stuff. Now, the make-along is technically, we did it in conjunction with the reveal day for the Winter Garden Design Challenge Kit. So if you have the Winter Garden Design Challenge Kit, that album is up on the Facebook in the Allegory Gallery Design Challenge group. So you go into the album and then you hit add photos. There's a button to add photos. And then you can add your photos that you made, the projects that you made, into the album. Now, it's always best if you put those photos in the albums we make. And the reason for that is down the line, let's say 2-3 years from now, when you're all still with us, right? You're still making stuff with us, but you want to take a look at the projects that you used to do or the projects everyone did. They're all in the album together. You don't have to sort through the timeline or try to search for anything. They're already in those albums. So you go into the Photos tab in the group, or sometimes it's the Media tab, depending on what version of Facebook you're running. And so it should be Photos or Media, and then it should be there should be Albums. And that's if you're on a desktop. If you're on the app, at least my version of the app, if you're running the same one as me, it's hard to find the albums. It really is. And it's even harder to add things if you do find the albums. So when I'm in my app and I go to photos, there's no album section. It just lists all the photos. So what I did is there is a pinned post under the featured posts in the Allegory Gallery Design Challenge group. So you go to that first featured post and it says William Jones shared an album, and the album is in dark black. That's actually a link. If you click on that link or tap on that link on your app, it should take you into the album, into a location where you can add photos. It used to be so easy. You just go into the photos tab, go to the albums and add the photos. Not anymore. So tried to make it easy. I also put an explainer post on there so that you can figure that out. Hello, Amanda. Thanks for joining in. So we're going to have that from 7 o'clock until 9 o'clock tonight, approximately. We usually do it for about 2 hours, and we just hang out and have fun and make stuff. And I usually try and make like 3 things, but I don't know if that's going to happen today, because if I have to talk with all of you and try and keep the conversation going and try and make it at the same time, that's not very easy for me. So if you don't see me making as much, that's why. I'm trying to chat with everybody and see what's happening, and run the Zoom, which is another thing all on its own. So we will still do it. It will be 9 o'clock Eastern time. If you're watching this from somewhere else, we are on the Eastern side of things. So 7 to 9 Eastern time. The link is already posted in the Allegory Gallery Design Challenge group on Facebook, and I'm going to try not to be late because I'm going to show you these, the last of the All My Little Words paintings here today, and then I'm going to finish getting them. These ones that I'm showing you are not in the online store yet, so I'm going to have to finish getting them in the online store, and once that's done, I will post them. And then I will run up to Star Cottage Studio and get the Zoom set up. So if I'm a little late, or if you're in the Allegory Gallery Design Challenge group and people that aren't watching this video are like, hey, where's the Zoom? What's happening? If you get there before me, let them know that I may be running late. I appreciate that. What else? What's going on with all of you? Marianne said it's nice today. Nice today in Canada. Sunny, cold, but sunny. How are you all doing? How's everything else happening? What's going on? I have my drink today, my little drink. I don't have my big bottle. I left it in the car. So I have my little drink. What else is going on? I don't know. But are you excited for the Zoom make-along? Anybody else going to join us? Diane said she's going to join us. She was in classes today. She said she's going to try and join. Anybody else going to try to join us, hopefully? Suzanne says, nice but cold for New Orleans. At least it's nice, right? Amanda says, my part of Canada is a winter wonderland. We're kind of a winter wonderland here today. We have a dusting of snow. At least it has covered most everything. I kind of like it. What else? I think that's all I've got, but I hope you'll join us in the Creative Make-Along. If no one joins us, I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to shut it down early. So if not too many people are joining us, then we may do that. But hopefully people will join in. Teresa's making jewelry for a local wine and sip event here in Connecticut. Nice. Norma can't join this time, but have fun, she says. Marion says, maybe, wasn't planning for it. See, maybe no one's going to join. I might have to postpone. We'll see. Suzanne says, I'll try to join. Depends when my husband gets home. So if nobody can join, I might postpone it. We'll see. If I do, I'll put a notice in the Design Challenge group and comment on the post we already had, or do an update to that post. Yeah, so what else is going on around here? Barnaby is doing okay. It got colder again today, and he was coughing a little bit. So, but he's been pretty good. He just ran in here a little bit, walked in here a little bit, and then shot out like a rocket. So he must be feeling a little bit better. So that's good. Yeah, that's a big relief. Oh, we were trying to, last night, I was trying to, we have a Canon printer that we do our prints on because it's a high-end printer that we can use for doing prints and archival type things. And I went to print on it last night because I can make a few things. And one of the print heads is completely jammed up, I guess. I don't know what's going on, but it won't print the black. It won't print black. There's two different blacks in there, and of course you can't switch it. You can't tell it to use the other one. So it's just printing no black because it's totally gummed up. I don't know what's going on. So I did like a deep nozzle clean on it like 4 times, which wastes so much ink. And somehow it's using the ink. I'm watching the ink go down, but it's not actually printing the ink. So I don't know what's happening. So that was a not fun thing last night. And when I say last night, I mean early this morning. That was probably 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. or so. I took a little nap last night, and I woke up again at like 2 in the morning from my nap, because my nap time is weird. But I was so tired, I couldn't handle it. So about 2 to about 7 or so, I was awake again, and then went to bed at about 7 and woke up around noon or so today. See, weird schedules we have here. Weird compared to a lot of people. Some people don't think it's weird. Night owls like us don't think it's that weird. Donna, late to the party, got my Christmas kit this afternoon, and it's gorgeous. Oh no, not good. With the printer, yeah, not printer. That's the case of the disappearing ink. Yeah, Marianne, I don't know. I don't know. It won't put the ink on the paper, but it's sucking the ink out of the cartridge. It's showing me. I'm watching it do it. Every time I clean it, it goes down and down and down. So I don't know why, unless that is just what it assumes is in there, or what should be in there. I don't know how the printer works, if it actually tells you what's in there or if it just thinks it knows what's in there. So I don't know what we're going to do with that. I assume that it can be taken somewhere and repaired. So I don't know. We'll see. Lee says crazy hours are normal, right? Yeah, I think I slept. I took a nap. I was so tired at like 9:30, and I know that's when a lot of people go to bed. But from about 9:30 or so until it was probably about 1 or 1:30. It's about 4 hours I slept. So about 1 or so, 1:30, I woke up wide awake. And then I laid in bed for a little while thinking maybe I'll fall back asleep. It didn't happen. So I just got up and posted some things and did some work. And then I found in printer problems, and that was not fun. So I just went to bed. I have some work for my other job to do that I thought maybe I'd get done in between, but I don't think that's going to happen. So we'll see. Maybe I will postpone the creative make along if not a lot of people can make it. Maybe it'd be a better time to do it another time, because I'll have a lot of work to do tonight too from my other job. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So let me flip this camera around. We're going to get to this. I've been jibber jabbering on long enough. We'll get to these. These are not in the online store yet. Let me pull down my other light as well here. These are not in the online store yet, but they will be following this video. All right, so let me flip this around here. Move it down, flip it around. All right. Marion says, I've been up since 4 a.m. See? I was just getting up almost when you were, but then I took a nap in between. And I'll probably be up till like 2 or 3 tonight, and then maybe go to sleep. We'll see what happens. Oh, I made vegetable soup last night. I made a gigantic thing of vegetable soup. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I thought I was going to have soup for days, though. Soup for days. Okay. Let's see. Next, or first up, purpose. Purpose. These are paintings made by Andrew. I did carving. I did the laser work. which isn't much. So Andrew did all of this, and these are the last 32 I'm going to show you today. 32, the last 32 of the entire series. All right. Donna says, I'm usually brain dead at 4 a.m. That's usually when my spark happens. 2 to 4 or so is when I'm at my most productive, or most, I want to say thoughtful almost. Like, that's when I get all the ideas of things that I want to do. And if I had the energy, which my energy is running low by that point, if I physically had the energy, I'd be doing a lot more. But I kind of like taking a nap and then getting up and doing some and then taking a nap again. If I could do that every day, I kind of would, but it does make my days short. So I don't know. I mean, they shouldn't be short, but the amount of time that I have to spend around other people, which sometimes I need to do, is cut short. Facebook user says, I've been wearing Andrew's pendant and getting so many compliments. Thank you. I don't know who you are. You can let me know, please. But you're coming up as Facebook user. You might have to hit the link for StreamYard to allow them to see you if you've not done that yet. Sometimes in the groups, for some reason, it blocks out names. I don't know why. Donna says, oh no, if I do that, it's around 12 to 1 a.m. 12 to 1. That's a good time too. But I get it's like my mental power boost from 2 to 4, but my physical energy is already gone by then, unfortunately. So I'm like, yeah, let's do some more videos. I want to start my own YouTube channel. I get all these ideas of things because I'm usually watching YouTube and like I call them self-help kind of channels on YouTube, just inspirational channels and things like that. And, channels about forming new habits and all that stuff. And I get all these amazing ideas. And then the morning comes and I go to bed with all these amazing ideas. And then what happens? I go to bed, I wake up and I'm like, I don't know about doing all that. But if I could like bottle that energy and save it up for like a week, my 2 to 4 time, and then use it, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Oh, that's Bonnie. Okay. Was the wrong link. It was me about the pendant. Nice. Thank you. I'm glad people are enjoying it. 12 to 1, Marion says, I am sound asleep. I was sound asleep from about 7 or 8 a.m. until about noon today. So these are all new ones that I'm showing you. I'm just going quickly because I have lots to do in between now and a creative make-along. If we do the creative make-along, so far not many people are going to be able to join us, it looks like. So maybe we'll postpone the creative make-along. I might hang out for like 10-15 minutes and see if anyone joins in, and if nobody does, maybe we'll do it another day. Let's see here. Donna says, now if I get a design in my head, I don't care what time it is, I have to get up and at least get it laid out. That's nice. That's good. That's a good way to do things. I'm a little bit lazy sometimes. Bonnie says, I might try if I can. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Like I said, Andrew's not going to be joining us today because it's not a good day for him. I think he has some other meetings. So it'll just be me and whoever wants to hang out. Oh, this one I like. I like growth a lot. I like these colors. I like the ones that have like all the colors. So I might try and hang out. If not, I don't know. We'll see. I probably won't be able to make a lot because I'm not good at talking and making at the same time. So if we have to try and keep the conversation going, I'm really bad at that. Marion says, knowledge is a word that resonates with me, but I already bought 4. Well, we appreciate it. Thank you. So he did a few, and I think I have them all together here. A few with these. A few with the clouds. You did a good job with the words, William. Thanks. I mostly just copied them down, but I did the I did the alignment on the laser, which is not fun, but I figured out a system. Doing so many of them, you finally figure out a system by the time you're done, right? So hopefully I remember that system for next time, if there's a next time. Last time we did these, there were hearts. We did them on hearts, and I don't know, I was just looking. I thought there was a heart available still in the online store, which surprised me. I'm going to look right now. Because I was really surprised. Maybe it was just in my section of things. Yeah, I don't see it now. So I think it was just in my side of things that I saw it. It was probably already sold out. But I really think these are so nice, and I like them in this square form. The hearts were nice too. But I like them like this because if you're buying them for a gift, it's nice, you know, sometimes you don't want to give somebody a heart, right? There's weird attachments to hearts and things. So giving hearts as gift is sometimes a little harder, but these are just nice little pieces of art. And remember, each one of these, when you get it, will come with a magnet that you can apply to the back. And you'll be able to apply that using a two-sided sticky tape that comes with the magnet if you want to. If you don't need the magnet and you're not going to use it at all, in the notes of your order you can say no magnet please or something like that, and we'll just keep it out of your order. No use wasting them if you're never going to use them, right? But they come included in the price. They're just kind of a little freebie we're throwing in. You do not get any discount if you say no magnet, of course. They're just a little extra that we're just covering the cost on those anyway. So this, again, these are the last. I like this background so much, fantasy. I like those colors. It's beautiful kind of light gray blues. So these are the last 32 of the All My Little Words series. And these are not in the online store yet, but if you do see any here, they will be in the online store pretty close to the end of this video. It's going to take me a little bit of time. I still have a few listings to make, which will probably take about 10 minutes, and then they'll all turn on. Marianne says another good word, strength. See? We're not done with the good words yet. Grace. I like the word grace. I think it's a very nice word. I think it's always good to remember to have grace. Oops. Fate. Harmony. I'm going to ask you all to share this video, please. Hit that share button if you haven't already. We'd like to see these shared. Wealthy. We weren't sure whether to do this word, but because there's, money attachments to it, but wealthy can mean a lot of things. It doesn't have to mean money, right? Some people are weird about thinking about money, although I'd be happy to be wealthy money-wise too, but you can be wealthy in a lot of ways. So we decided to do that word anyway. Belief. I like this background. I like that word. Wellness. Wellness is an important one, right? It's one of the things I always wish for. Wellness for me, wellness for my friends and family. If you're healthy and well, you can do a lot of things, right? And I've been lucky. We've been pretty lucky. And sacred. And that's the last. That's the last word. All right, so here's the grouping today. How about that? Pretty nice, huh? Pretty nice. Bonnie says they are all so cool. Thank you, Bonnie. Harry's joining us. Hello, Harry. Getting in here right at the end. Okay, I'm going to flip this camera around and we're going to say a quick goodbye. And then we are going to do some work on this end. So that's the last of the 32. Well, there's 106 total that we did. So this is the last 32 of those. And these are going to be in the online store following this video. Just a few minutes. I have a few more listings to make. I did most of them, but I have probably 10 more to do. And once those are done, they will go live. So if you saw anything in this video you like, run over to the online store in about 10-ish minutes. And if you're going to join us for the Creative Make-Along tonight, the link is in the Allegory Gallery Design Challenge group on Facebook. If you're not in our group, please join the group. Why wouldn't you join the group? Join the group and have fun with everyone in the group. It's a really nice group of people. They're very encouraging. Everybody is very nice. Answer questions, things like that. It's a great group to be in, and it's free. So get in there and join. Hang out with us all. We have like 900 some members. Some are very active. Some mostly watch. So it's okay. You can do whatever. If you want to be more active, you can. If you want to just watch, you can too. But that is the group where we do most of our design stuff, the kits and stuff. The design challenge kits go in there. And right now the album is up for Winter Garden. So if you got that kit, you can add the designs that you've created with that starting today in that album. You do not have any limit on the time when you can add those. So you can add those if you don't get your work done on the Winter Garden until February. Throw them in the album in February. It's okay. That's why the albums are there. It's a much nicer way to keep everything together. So please do try and put them in the albums, not just on the timeline. All right. So I'm going to get these in the online store. We're going to run up to Star Cottage Studio and we're going to have our Creative Make-Along if there's enough people to have it. If not, we'll postpone it until another day. All right. So y'all are going to be judged of that. So if you make it in, great. If you can't, then maybe I'll put up a post and let people know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. All right. Thanks so much for joining me here today. I know it was a quick one today, but I got a lot of work to do in between. So I'm going to see you very soon if you join us for the Creative Zoom Make-Along on Zoom from 7 p.m. here Eastern Time until about 9. All right. So thanks so much. Bye, everybody, for now.